Hi friends, very good morning. I hope you all are doing amazing today. I believe few of you have already heard me before on my favorite topic of communication. Today I have a slightly different topic, but a very important and a powerful message, that I would like to convey, and I hope you're going to love it. So let me get started. So my topic for today is actually how you can be unapologetically yourself. I repeat, how you can be unapologetically yourself. Yeah. I'm going to cover this video in two parts. The first thing is I'm going to explain what do I mean by this, right? What is the meaning of being yourself? And secondly, what are the steps you can take to achieve your goal, in terms of accepting who you are. So the first thing is accepting your flaws. Now, this is, I know, is the most difficult thing in life, to accept your weaknesses. I think we all love accepting our strengths, but it's extremely important to even accept your flaws. No one is perfect. As long as you embrace, your strengths and weaknesses, you define them, you say, okay, you know what, I'm not good at this, but I'm really good at that. It's amazing, because you're living with your own authentic self. Yeah. So it's very important to accept your flaws. Do not seek validation from anyone. Now, this is something which is, my favorite, because I think we humans have this tendency of always seeking for validation, right? Let's say, for example, you started a weight loss journey, and you meet a friend after a month, and somehow, the friend of yours could not see the results which are there, which you can feel, right, which you can see. And what happens, you met that friend with that thought process that he's going to acknowledge, is going to validate your efforts, but he did not. What happens? You feel bad, you feel disheartened, and maybe you stop doing what you were doing. You're doing an amazing job, but somehow, because you were looking for validation, you ended up not doing it again. So guys, please do not seek validation. Even I'm learning that. But this is very important to remember that, let's stop seeking validation from anybody and just believe in yourself and do the best that you can. It's okay to be imperfect. Well, again, most of us have a problem in accepting, our imperfections. Trust me, even I have that problem, because, whenever I do something, I'm always striving to be perfect. I'm always striving to do something in the most perfect manner. But please don't do that. It's okay to be imperfect. It's okay, absolutely fine to make mistakes and learn from it, and move on in life. Overcome your fears and judgments. I think all of us have this fear of being judged. Hey, you know what, I'm doing something, is society going to accept me? Am I doing the right thing? Am I on the right path? Don't do it. It's okay. Trust me, whenever we do something in life, with my own experience, I'm saying there will always be those 20% people who will not like what you do, but there is this bunch of 80% people who will love what you do. Again, I'm not saying look for that 80%, but just my point is, there will be always somebody who's going to tell you you're not on the right path or you're doing the wrong thing. It's okay. It's fine. Just accept it and move on. Don't get affected by this. Now, let me talk about the steps that you can take, in order to achieve this very, very important part of life. So the first thing is identify and embrace your strengths and weaknesses. I think I already, covered this earlier. But please do that. Please ensure that you know what you're good at and what you're not good at, and practice more. Recognize your weaknesses and maybe work on them, but at least know who you are, right? Set boundaries with people and practice self-care. I think most of us fail in doing this because, we always want to, be the perfect version of ourselves, and sometimes we forget to say no, and we accept a lot of maybe criticism, or accept a lot of things that we can't even deliver. So please set boundaries, know what you're good at, and just do what you're good at, and of course work on your shortcomings as well, but do focus on what you're good at and set your boundaries accordingly. Now, this is my third one, is my most favorite, which is actually surround yourself with the right sort of people. Trust me, positivity pulls positivity and negativity attracts negativity. I'm a very strong believer of this, a staunch believer that, it's extremely important to surround yourself with people who actually motivate you in life, motivate you to become the best version of yourself, to achieve the highest potential that each one of you has. So please do that. Seek that support, maybe in your family, with your siblings, with your parents, right, with anybody or your friends. But do surround yourself with always positive people. Yeah. Practice self-love, as I repeat, very, very important. And lastly, take risk. Yeah. Come out of your comfort zone. We always have this boundaries for ourselves as well. We feel that we cannot do this, and let me tell you an example of this. It's a very, very interesting example. All my life I used to think, maybe as a child, I must have terribly done this in my drawing classes. I always used to think I am not somebody who can draw. A friend of mine recently asked me to draw something, and I was amazed with my own results. I was like, oh my God, can I actually draw this much as well? And believe me, it turned out to be really nice. So I strongly encourage all of you to do not do self-doubt. Just get out of your comfort zone and take risk and do it. Just do it. So lastly, I would just, kind of summarize by saying that, trust me, this entire process is extremely liberating and empowering. So please accept your uniqueness. We are all very unique in our own ways without being apologetic. Yeah. Thank you so much for listening to me. I hope you loved the content I had to share today. If you do, and if you believe that you would like to practice some of it, please do share your journey as to how this helped you, and do subscribe to my channel. Thank you.